I'm Davies. I'm from Harlem, New York City. I do music, I act, I model, I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a brother. Yeah, I'm me. What's up? Talk to me.
Can you tell me about your new album, Karma 4?
I feel like I really touched on a lot of topics that I kind of introduced prior, just through my different bodies of work. But I think with this one is more my perspective now at my age, and you know what I mean? I got 3 daughters. Just life has just shifted a lot for me from the last Karma. I think I put the last one out in 2020. So yeah, 5 years. So I just feel like I'm just bringing the world up to date with how I'm feeling in this moment, but I'm also reflecting on basically what it took me to get to this spot, you know what I mean?
How has becoming a father changed your music as an artist?
Just, you know, being more conscious of what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Being a lot more respectful towards women, you know what I mean, in my actual music. And just being conscious of what I'm putting on the beat. Because my oldest is 9, she's listening to my lyrics, you know what I mean? She's understanding exactly what I'm saying. And even before she got to that age, I was thinking about that, like, you know what I mean? At some point, I gotta, and I never was really disrespectful to women or just randomly, just vulgar. You know what I mean? I never was that way. I was raised by a woman, and I mean, I totally respect women. But with kids and having daughters, it's super tighten that up with me. Like, oh, I gotta really watch what I'm saying and the way I speak on certain topics. Everything. They changed my whole bop. I try not to curse as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like for every curse word, sometimes the curse word is just the emotion or the point, the statement you was trying to get off. But if I could exchange a curse word for another word, you know what I mean? I kind of think to do that now because I like to be able to play the music with my kids. You know what I mean? It's not a bunch of beep, beep. It ain't a bunch of that. So yeah, I'm definitely more conscious with the music I'm recording, the music I'm writing, with having kids.
Can you tell us about your experience working on the Wu-Tang series and how it helped you grow or dive deeper as an actor?
That was I think a one-in-a-lifetime experience. Big shout out to Meth. Big shout out to Meth. Big shout out to RZA, the whole Wu. Yeah, that was, for me, that was like one of them life-changing type of moments for me because so many people acknowledged me for that role that didn't even know I would rap. You know what I mean? So for me, that was like, oh, this is like, I'm like 2 different people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, got people that know Davies, but then the people that became a fan of me off of that show, it kind of made it like, oh, I bet I might got a chance in that world. You know what I mean? I never went to no acting school, took no acting classes or nothing like that. So for me to just be on set and watch people that's actually actors and just soak up game from them, and you know what I mean? Like, that's really how I nailed that role, studying people around me. You know what I'm saying? Like watching how they move on set, watching how they delivering their lines and just doing it my own way. And then doing a lot of homework on Meth, calling Meth, talking with Meth, going on YouTube, looking up his old performances, his old interviews, all of that, so I could really catch the vibe he was in. But I think that was a dope like entrance into that world for me, you know?
What do you see coming next for you in the acting space?
Honestly, I just got casted I'm actually filming something in LA right now. What do I see for me? Like if I could pick and choose a role or something like that? Something that's not me. You know what I mean? I think Method Man, you can see me as Method Man. I rap, like, you know what I mean? So that was like all right, I can see him doing that. I would want to play a role that just challenges me to be something that you wouldn't expect me to be. You know what I mean? Or something that doesn't just be like, oh, I could see Davies being that. I would want it to be the opposite, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't even know the role, but I think I would want to do that, where you see me in the movie or whatever, and it's not what you would expect me to play.
What's the connection between this new album and Nipsey Hussle, and why does that relationship carry so much meaning for you?
With Nip, that was my brother, man. I love Nip. You know what I mean? God bless his soul. I learned a lot from Nip. A lot of things that I still apply to my life to this day with my kids. business-wise, music-wise. He had a lot of game, you know what I mean? And I fortunately was able to be around him for a short amount of time, but I was able to soak up a lot of game from him. This is actually the first body of work that I've put out that I'm featuring him. You know what I mean? Like, every other time you heard us together, it was me on his tape. I think this is real heavy for me, you know what I mean? And just for anybody that's a Nipsey Hussle fan, Dave East fan, or anybody that's that watched his movement, respect his movement, I'm glad I was able to include it with this project.
What themes and topics are you exploring on Karma 4, and what inspired them?
I'm speaking about everything from the streets to sports to drugs to women to my kids to religion to my stories about my father. Just things I really haven't spoke about in as much detail prior to this body of work. You know what I mean? But everything I go through, everything I feel like the average minority, you know what I mean, or just the average person, I'm not even gonna say minority, the average person goes through. And it's not, you know, of course I'm speaking on my environment and the way I came up and stuff like that, but I think it's relatable across the board because of the different topics I'm speaking on. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody gets in some type of relationship at some point. Everybody goes to school or tries to do school at some point. Everybody gets into friction, tension. You know what I mean? Whether how it comes or how it goes, I'm just speaking on like real human emotion. You know what I mean? Like in a real detailed way. So I think that's the difference with this one. I wasn't really doing it for the hype or the trendiness or none of that. You know what I mean? Now some of the songs came out that way. That's, you know what I mean? You could play them on the radio, you could TikTok them, you could do what you want to do with them. But my intentions for the music was to really just get my perspective on my world. And I think my world is a lot of people's world, minus the fame and all that, you know what I mean? So just me getting a little more detailed with my life, you know what I mean?
What are your thoughts on AI and its impact on music and creativity?
I'm not against it, but I think like with everything else, I'm the type that want to see I wait for the glitches. Like whenever they first drop a phone, I don't want the phone when it first come out. Like I want to wait to see. You know what I mean? Like when they had that recall and all, the phone, send your phone back. That first batch was messed up. I'm like that. So I'd rather just watch and see how that play out. But I'm not against it. I think it helps and hurts, depending on where you at in your life. But I'm for technology. That's all. One of my favorite films is Back to the Future, ever. Like that's top five or three movies to me. So I'm with all the new technology, all of the stuff that seemed real futuristic, stuff that I never could even fathom as a kid. Like we had Game Boys. Like my daughter got an iPad. That's a whole nother. You know what I mean? Like it's just a different world. So I'm pro technology. I'm all for it.
What's on the horizon for Dave East?
We still fresh, baby. I'm indie now, man. So I feel like this is my I just feel refreshed, like musically, everything. Like I just feel like I got a clear mind, a open mind, a new energy. You know what I mean? More music. I'm rolling this Karma 4 out. Like I said, I just got casted for another role, so I'm gonna be back and forth with that and trying to enjoy the holidays with my kids. This holiday season coming up, so I like to kind of duck off with the kids around this time of year, you know what I mean? But other than that, just more everything, bro. More clothes, more everything. Everything that I can will in my power, in my hands, you know what I mean, with my team. Expect a lot, you know what I mean?